Men fear death as children fear to go into the dark, and as that natural fear in children is increased by tales, so is the other. On August 17, 2012, Paul Campbell died in psychiatric care at University College Hospital, Galway. His cause of death was heart failure. His funeral was a sad occasion, marked by a conspicuous absence of friends or indeed family. In 2005, Paul Campbell had told me of his strange encounter at Barna Woods, County Clare. His story prompted me to research the Slenderman phenomena in depth. His description of what he saw that day remains unforgettable. Approximately a week later, I received a call from a local firm of solicitors who were handling Mr. Campbell's affairs. They had asked to meet me in relation to his will. The solicitor told me the locker key was belonging to Unit A232 at Heuston Station, which is in Dublin, the capital city. I know Paul had been stationed there at some stage in his career as a police officer. The locker contained an old letter and map. The letter was written by a man named Jonathan and dated 1974. He had sent it to Paul Campbell from a place called Greenwood Quarry. This was curious to say the least. Why had Paul left this for me? Dear Paul, as you are now aware, our recent discovery at the quarry has left myself and my employees somewhat shaken. Most of the men have refused to return to work. I would not normally ask for your help, but this matter is most unsettling. People here seem reluctant to even engage me in conversation after word of what has happened has spread to the village. I enclose a map of the quarry and its surrounds, should you choose to join me. I desperately need help to try and make the site safe before I leave. I am now staying on site in the cottage at all times. Yours faithfully, Jonathan. After a trip to the local archive centre, I discovered that Greenwood Quarry was operated between 1959 and 1974. It primarily extracted marble from the surrounding mountains. The quarry was opened and ran by an English businessman named Jonathan Ackerley, who maintained a small cottage nearby the site for use on days when shifts ran late into the night. The quarry was shut down in late 1974 under unusual circumstances. Although Paul had never made any mention of this incident, Jonathan Ackerley and he must have been acquaintances of some kind at the time the quarry was shut. The question now remains, What did they discover at the quarry? And why was Jonathan so concerned about making the place safe? Unfortunately, I'll never know if Paul did visit the quarry to help Jonathan at that time. What's left of Greenwood Quarry lies approximately 60 miles away in a remote location surrounded by thick woods and high mountains. Walking along a dirt road for approximately 3 miles, I found what must have been Jonathan Ackerley's cottage. Peering through the broken windows, time and harsh weather had ravaged the property. I now knew the quarry wasn't far away. As I approached, I felt unease at what might be there. As I walked along the outside of the excavation site, something struck me. A lot of the barbed wire fences were fairly new. Perhaps people have been keeping out of this place since its closure. Feeling unable to stay any longer, I left this place quickly. I thought it would be foolhardy to try and descend into the quarry without finding out more. Using the National Archives Centre, the Irish and English census, I was able to trace Jonathan Ackerley. Several phone calls later, I discovered that he still had an address in Ireland. To my surprise, the directory for that area had a listed telephone number for him. Now in his 80s, I was hoping he could shed some light on what happened at Greenwood. After several failed attempts over the course of a week, I managed to contact him.
Hello?
Hello, is that Jonathan Ackerley?
Who's this?
This is Christian Crockwell. I'm ringing in relation to Greenwood Quarry. I'm a researcher.
No, I don't want to talk about that.
It's just, I want to find out more about the quarry. I'm planning a visit.
Stay away from there. Just stay away.
Why?
It's dangerous. Stay away.
Jonathan. Despite his warning, I now feel compelled to go back, to find out what lies in the depths of Greenwood Quarry.